Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is now in session. Court is in session. 3 dockets. We have the announcement docket, the pretrial docket, and the trial docket. First docket is the announcement docket. First 2 cases are cause numbers M333790 and cause number M331318. Both cases are Sal, the state of Texas versus Donald Glenn Gresham. Mr. Gresham, is that your full name? How are you doing, Mr. Gresham? Yes, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Gresham, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Mark Faggett. Attorney Faggett, how are you doing?
I'm good, Your Honor. Thank you for asking.
Thank you. And the state is represented in this case by Attorney Colby Hallpower. Attorney Hallpower, how are you doing?
Good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Faggett, what is your announcement in Mr. Gresham's cases?
The state has recently made an offer back in the first part of March. I was appointed on the second case back in the latter part of February. Since the state has actually made offers now, I'd like one more reset so I can visit with Mr. Gresham about the offers.
Give us a reset date.
Okay, June 3rd.
Reset to June 3rd.
I will actually be on vacation that day.
Okay, give us a
June 19th.
With,
June 19th.
that'll work.
Okay. This case, these cases will be reset to June 19th of 2023. Mr. Gresham, your attorney will be given notice of your reset here in court. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Faggett, I think this is your only 2 cases.
That is.
You'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day. Please stand in front of the coordinator. Okay, court is back in session. Next case is clause number M332660, case in style of state of Texas versus Danny Chavez Areola. Mr. Areola, is that your full name? How are you doing, Mr. Areola?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Areola. You're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Bruce Cobb.
Right.
Attorney Cobb, how are you doing?
I guess okay, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Cobb, what is your announcement in Mr. Areola's case?
I'd like to try to get a little bit more discovery in this case. First, I'm not sure if we ever saw the video for the DWI stop. And I want to try to also talk to my client, see if he might be amenable to working something out.
Okay. Okay, your case is gonna reset your case on the announcement docket. Give us a reset date.
June 12th.
June 12th, this case will be reset to June 12th of 2023. Mr. Areola, your attorney, Mr. Cobb is going to be given a copy of your reset here in court. Once you get a copy of the reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Mr. Cobb, would you please stand in front of the coordinator to get that reset?
Okay.
And your other client is not here.
The one for the no, that we identify.
No, Adrian Brown, he's here? Okay, have him to come in next.
Okay, do I need to sign this?
No.
I think we're gonna have to go.
Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Court is in session and calls number M330416, case of style of state of Texas versus Ethan Brown. Mr. Brown, is that your full name? Okay, how are you doing, Mr. Brown? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Brown, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Bruce Cobb, Attorney Cobb. Attorney Cobb, your case is set on the trial docket. What's your announcement?
Announcement would be ready to try the case, but he's got a felony that's.
Set in April 24th, Judge.
Okay,
I'm not sure about that. It is in the notes.
Yeah,
Mr. Johnson's case is not mine, but it looks like I think it might be part of it, but I'm not sure if it's the same occurrence. Like I said, it's not my case, but it is on the notes that in a couple of weeks. Obviously. Okay, he's got a felony trial.
so you have a felony case set for trial? Okay,
So out of an abundance of caution, Judge, even though because it's not my case, in light of, somehow I'm mucking up the felony, which that's one what we said.
now that other one is March. So set this month, on the 24th.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So a 30 days, whatever the file goes to. I just want to make, it's not my case, but if it's said as a notes that there is a felony trial, out of abundance of caution, the state.
Okay, give us a reset date for trial,
June 19th.
June 19th.
Is that a state holiday? June 19th?
We not, okay. Okay, so, this case will be reset to June 19th, 2023. Mr. Cobb, you can get your reset, and Mr. Brown, once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. All right. Mr. Cobb, is this your last case?
I think I've got one more, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Macy, you can come forward. Next case is cause number M327650. Case is style of state of Texas versus Nathan John Darbone. Mr. Darbone is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Darbone, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
That's good. Mr. Darbone, you're here represented by your attorney, Attorney John Macy, who is present in the court. Mr. Macy, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Macy, this case is on the court's trial docket. What's your announcement?
My understanding is that the case isn't ready to be tried yet.
Your Honor, what, and I'm gonna check with my fellow prosecutors. I've already checked with one who said they don't know anything about it, but because there was an indecency with a child that was filed with this case, that was dismissed in September. So we expect that this will go away. I'm not gonna go forward on the misdemeanor with the indecency being dismissed when connected. So I'm checking.
I don't say, you're saying something, it was an indecency, but it was dismissed.
Back in September. Judge.
Right. So how does that affect this
Well,
case?
that's the issue, Judge, that it is in part and parcel with that particular. So I mean, and look, everything, all the notes I have on it, and this is my first time getting it on a setting, but all the notes on it said, this goes with the felony, do not do anything with this one, the felony and it are connected. Therefore, I'm following through, and most likely this will be dismissed, but I'm going to check all the stuff.
Let me actually see how,
Keep it on the setting, Judge. Keep it on the trial setting.
I'm just wondering, how soon can you find out the information that you need?
Well, Judge,
Find out.
I'm the only one who's in here, so
I
I'm
understand,
here to, and I'm making calls, I'm texting everybody, but I can't leave. I'm the
I
only.
understand. Well, let's reset it. It's gonna be a short reset.
That's fine. And most likely, Judge, once I
When is it,
check on my
next trial
boxes.
docket this month? Is it next week or the week after?
I'm looking.
Okay, put it on the 24th. Okay, so it's gonna be reset to June 20, excuse me, not June, April 24th. All right,
April 24th, 9 o'clock, Judge?
yes, on the trial docket. You can get your reset. Mr. Darborn, your attorney will be given notice of your reset. Your attorney and your bondsman will stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. Your case is reset to April 24th, 2023. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
And I think this is your last case, Mr. Macy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you're free to go as well. You have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Mr. Como,
Yes, sir. How you doing?
all right, I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Como, you are represented in your case by attorney Bruce Smith. The court has been contacted that Mr. Smith is sick and he won't be here today. So your case has to be reset. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. Give us a reset date.
May 22nd.
What is it?
May 20.
Okay, your case will be reset until May 22nd of 2023. Your attorney and your bondsman will be given notice of your reset. Stay in contact with your attorney, your bondsman. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
You too, sir. Have a blessed one.
Thank you. Jefferson County Court, law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session and calls number M333019. Case is style of state of Texas versus Elgin Jenkins Jr. Mr. Jenkins, is that your full name? How you doing, Mr. Jenkins? That's good. Now, Mr. Jenkins, you're here represented by your attorney Brandon Monk. Attorney Monk, how are you doing?
Very good.
Mr. Monk, what is your announcement in Mr. Jenkins' case?
Not guilty, and we ask to be placed in a trial docket.
Okay, we're going to reset it for trial. Give us a reset date.
June 19th.
Okay, we're going to reset to June 19th of 2023. Mr. Monk, your attorney is going to be given a copy of your reset. Once you get a copy of your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Monk, would you please stand in front of the coordinator? And you, Mr. Jenkins, you can stand in front of the coordinator as well and get your reset.
Thank you.
And then once you finish that, Mr. Monk, I think we have another case.
I have one more.
Yes. Y'all can stand over there. Mr. Bailey, would you please get Leonard Murphy? He's on the trial docket, okay? It says Leonard.
There's I believe I've received a month for continuance from counsel. Is that correct?
It is. We had a medical basis for that with Mr. Murphy.
State's unopposed to, he's got a medical emergency. Leave it.
They're trying to get him set up for thyroid surgery. Thyroid is here. So
Okay.
Does-
Do you have she has to give me a copy. Let's say, cause number, M331988, Lenore Greg Murphy. He said there was a motion for continuance.
I received a copy of it, too.
Okay,
And we're unopposed. It's a
Okay.
young case.
yeah. Apparently it wasn't signed. That door is locked, Mr. Jenkins. You gotta get his hat on. Mr. Port, he has to get his hat. You have it? You have the order? Okay, this is cause number M331988, case of style of state of Texas versus Leonard Greg Murphy. Mr. Murphy, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Murphy?
Absolutely wonderful, Judge.
That's good. And Mr. Murphy, you're represented in your case by attorney Brandon Monk. Attorney Monk, I have before me a motion for continuance that was filed on Mr. Murphy's behalf. Is that correct?
yes, Your Honor.
State, you've had an opportunity to review this motion.
We have, you know,
Do you have any objections to this motion?
I have no objection. We're unopposed.
Okay. Give us a reset date.
Okay.
Now, would that be enough time, June 26th? Hey, Mr. Murphy, the court is granting the motion for continuance. And this case will be continued for trial on June 26th of 2023. Your attorney, Mr. Monk, is gonna sign, or he's gonna be given a copy of your reset. Once you get a copy of your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Monk, you can get a copy of the reset from our court coordinator. Once you get a copy of that reset, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day. All right,
Thank you very much.
all right, please stand in front of the coordinator. Mr. Bailey, will you please get Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. Next two cases are cause numbers M330438 and cause number M330436. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Russell Ryan Knapp. Mr. Knapp, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Knapp?
Good.
That's good. Mr. Knapp, you're represented in your cases by your attorney, Attorney Wright Kimbler. Attorney Kimbler, how are you doing?
Well, thank you.
And let's see, Mr. Knapp, how are you doing?
Good, sir.
That's good. Now, Mr. Kimbler, what is your announcement in Mr. Knapp's cases?
Ready?
State?
Thank you.
Okay, so we're ready. Mr.
And I make that announcement subject to other trial settings and felony.
I understand. And Mr. Knapp, stay in contact with your attorney. We'll be able to give your attorney. We're gonna set the trial order once we finish the docket. And just stay in contact with your attorney. Your attorney will let you know whether or not you need to be here tomorrow.
Who's your boss?
Okay. So look like you, just be on the safe side, yeah, just happen to be here tomorrow.
1:30?
1:30, yeah.
Just be back 1:30.
Okay. Next, Mr. Kimbler, Victor Felipe Leon. Court is in session and cause number M330168 and cause number M330166. Both cases are style the state of Texas versus Victor Felipe Leon. That's Mr. Leon, you represented in this case by Attorney Wright Kimbler, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Leon, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. Mr. Kimbler, how are you doing?
I'm still doing well, Your Honor.
And Mr. Kimbler, what is your announcement in these cases?
Ready?
State?
Judge, Judge, this is not my case, this is Mr. Johnson's case, but I'm
Okay.
ready at this time.
Okay, so Mr. Leon, you need to be back here tomorrow at 1:30
Yep.
for trial.
No,
Tomorrow.
afternoon, no.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be here when- Probably arrest you.
Yeah, 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. All right, you free to go. You have a blessed day. Yeah, Mr. Boudreaux, you have anything?
Sir, I thought you called me up.
No, I didn't call you up. Next case is, cause number, well, the next case is Terrence Carl Mann. Cause number M332754.
Yeah. this is-
Mr. Mann, your full name is, Terrence Carl Mann.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Mann? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Mann. You're here represented by your attorney, Attorney Wright. Attorney Kimbler, what is your announcement in Mr. Terrence Mann's case?
Ready?
Thanks, sir.
State's ready? Ready. Okay, Mr. Mann, you need to be back here tomorrow, 1:30 for trial. All right? Stay in contact with your attorney.
Don't wear a t-shirt.
Okay, that door is locked. You got to go through the other door. Next cases are cause number M332156
He's on.
and cause number M332090. Both cases are style the state of Texas versus Hannah Marie Smith. For the record, your name is Hannah Marie Smith. How you doing, Ms. Smith? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Smith, you're represented in your cases by your attorney, Attorney Wright Kimbler. Attorney Kimbler, how are you doing?
Still doing well, Your Honor.
And Mr. Kimbler, what is your announcements in Ms. Smith's cases?
Ready?
Okay, Ms. Smith, your case is set for trial and state how, what's your announcement?
Your Honor, we announce ready once again, Mr. Johnson's case.
Okay, so Ms. Smith, you need to be here tomorrow at 1:30 when we pick a jury. And stay in contact with your attorney. If that changes, he'll be able to let you know. 1:30 tomorrow. All right, and then Mr.
Afternoon.
And Mr. Kimbler, I think that was your last case.
Thank
Okay,
you. I'll see you.
all right, you're free to go. Okay, this is cause number M330744. Case is style the state of Texas versus John Fitzgerald Rice. Mr. Rice, is that your full name?
Thanks, Your Honor.
How you doing, Mr. Rice?
Good.
You doing good? Mr. Rice, you represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Brian Lane. Attorney Lane, how are you doing?
Good job.
And Mr. Lane, what's your announcement?
Our announcement, Your Honor, is I guess I respectfully request another announcement. This case is following a felony case that is set at 1 o'clock today. I don't know whether we're number one. Right now, we're third on the docket, but that could change at 1 o'clock.
Understand?
And if that case is not, we don't go to trial, then we would ask the district to follow that case until.
Well, you have to follow it anyway, even if you go to trial. Okay, so, say, you have any objections?
Okay.
No objections. Give us a trial date.
June 19th.
It's gonna be reset to June 19th. Yeah,
Thank you.
so we'll, yeah. Okay, so be reset to June 19th. Mr. Rice, your attorney is gonna be given a copy of reset. Once you get a copy of reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and just stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman.
Thank you.
And just let us know, I guess.
Yes, so we'll stay in touch with you.
Yeah, just stay in touch with the court. They inform us whether or not he's going to trial or not. Okay,
Thank you.
you can get your reset. Is that that's Mr. Padgett's request? Is Miss Ferrazzo's case Quinn Navarre?
Yes, sir.
Is Navarre here?
I have not seen him. I've actually never met him, so I don't know what he. Like, this is one of those, last the appeals for that Dallas attorney.
Yeah. It's not here yet. Okay, we'll give him a little bit more time.
Yes, sir.
We-
Probably contact,
Okay.
Dallas attorney just to
Okay.
see if he has been in touch with them, because I don't have his phone number.
Okay, and he can appear by Zoom.
Okay, thank you.
The person that's on Zoom that has Tyler's iPhone, please put your mic on mute. Yeah, put your mic on mute. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session at cause number M330262. The case is styled of State of Texas versus Karen Alicia Johnson. Ms. Johnson, is that your full name? Hey, Ms. Johnson, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Johnson, you represented in your case by your attorney, Bruce Cobb. Attorney Cobb, what is your announcement in Ms. Johnson's case?
Your Honor, I'm gonna ask for a reset because Ms. Johnson has just informed me that she hired Kevin Lane to handle both her cases. So there's gonna.
Did he do a letter of a motion to substitute?
Right,
Oh, okay. Kevin is not here.
right.
Well, and I apologize, Your Honor, just coming in on this. We've been in texting Kevin. He's coming back from Liberty. He asked if we could get a reset that he would.
Well, right now, Mr. Cobb is attorney of record. So you want us to reset the case?
Yes, Your Honor, so you can file a motion to substitute.
Okay, give us a reset date.
Fifth.
Gonna be reset to June 5th of 2023. Ms. Johnson, your case is gonna be reset to June 5th, 2023. Stay in contact with your attorney, Mr. Cobb and Mr. Lane. Right now, Mr. Cobb is going to get the reset. Once he gives you a reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Won't you please stand in front of the court coordinator? And Mr. Cobb, is this your last case?
That's my last case.
Okay, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day. Mr. Matuska. Let's see, I'm trying to see what document. Okay, he must be after. Okay. Oh, is Rayo here? Alexis Rayo? This is cause number M326413. Case is style of State of Texas versus Alexis Rafael Rayo. Mr. Rayo, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Rayo? That's good. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Rayo, you're here represented by your attorney Ryan Matuska. Attorney Matuska, how are you doing?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Matuska, what is your announcement in Mr. Rayo's case?
Your Honor, we would be ready, except that I got to pick them all to a trial and see if 52nd today. And we're the number one case. So
Okay.
We don't have an objection to reset because this particular case, Judge, due to the nature of the charge, I don't feel comfortable announcing it for Mr. Johnson. On the other ones, for sure, but in decent assault.
Okay, so gonna reset, give us a reset on the trial docket.
19th.
What date? Okay, this case will be reset to June 19th of 2023 for trial. Mr. Rayo, your attorney will be given a copy of your reset date or your reset notice. Once you get a copy of that reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And Mr. Matuska, I think this is your only case in this court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You're free to go as well and you have a blessed day. Please get your reset. Okay, next case is cause number M329864, case of South State of Texas versus Jimmy Martin.
Lamar. So it's ready. I mean, it's like tomorrow. I'll do what I can.
Mr. Martin, would you please come forward? Hey, this is cause number M 329-864, case of style of state of Texas versus Jimmy Lawrence Martin III. Mr. Martin, is that your full name? How you doing, Mr. Martin? That's good. Now, Mr. Martin, your attorney in this case is Attorney Don Boudreaux. Attorney Boudreaux, how are you doing?
Just fine.
That's good. Now, Mr. Boudreaux, what is your announcement in Mr. Martin's case?
It was moved from last week or so to today. We're still ready for trial.
You ready? Okay, state.
State's ready, Judge. Like, this is Mr. Johnson's case, right?
Okay, and we have a number one setting on this case.
Understand.
So, Mr. Martin, you need to be back tomorrow at 1:30 for trial. Okay, be back here tomorrow at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon for trial. Mr. Boudreaux, we also will see you there. We see you here at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Boudreaux and Mr. Martin, you're free to go, and y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Yeah, hold on a minute. Okay, you here on Connor?
Yes. He's on Zoom.
Oh. This is cause number M 321-566. The case is style of state of Texas versus Tyler Lindsay Connor. Mr. Connor is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Connor, how are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you, Judge?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Connor, you represented this case by your attorney, Attorney Dustin Galmore. Attorney Galmore, how are you doing?
Good, Judge. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Galmore, what is your announcement in Mr. Connor's case?
Ready.
State?
Ready, Judge.
Okay. Now, Mr. Connor, you need to be here tomorrow in person. The case is set at 1:30 to pick a jury. So you need to be here tomorrow at 1:30 in person.
Yes,
And
sir.
Mr. Galmore, we'll see you here tomorrow at 1:30 as well. Y'all have a blessed day and y'all free to go.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
I think that's it for the trial.
Robbins, Judge, at least I've got it.
Yeah, we don't have, Mr. Paget is not here yet. Yeah. Okay, next, is that, yes, that's perfect. Next two cases are cause numbers M 332-076 and cause number M 329-724. Both cases are style of state of Texas versus Brett Tyler Mercantile.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Marcantile. Mr. Marcantile is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Marcantile, how are you doing?
I'm good, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Marcantile, you're represented in your cases by your attorney Tom Kelly. Attorney Kelly, how are you doing?
Doing great, Judge, this morning. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Kelly, what is your announcement in Mr. Marcantile's cases on the trial docket? I mean, on our announcement docket.
Judge, I thought I might be able to speak with Mr. Johnson this morning, and I suppose that's not going to happen. So if you could give us some time. To
Okay,
get
give-
that done, we'd appreciate it.
Okay, give us a reset date.
Well,
June 12th of 2023. Mr. Marcantile, your cases will be reset till June 12th of 2023. Your attorney and your bondsman will be given notice of your reset date. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir. You too.
Okay. And Mr. Kelly, you can get your reset. Once you get your resets, you're free to go and you have a blessed day as well. Thank you. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session and calls number M323036. Case is style of State of Texas versus Stephanie Coleman. Ms. Coleman, is that your full name? Ms. Coleman, how are you doing?
All right.
That's good. Now, Ms. Coleman, your attorney of record on the docket is Attorney Stella Morrison. However, on last week, this court was contacted by an attorney by the name of Anthony Muharib
Oh,
from Houston. And he informed the court that I think you hired him and he was going to be filing a motion to substitute in this case. He hadn't did that yet. Not yet, because she just checked. Is that correct? She just checked the file and the motion to substitute is not in that file yet.
Okay.
So he said he was gonna file it. Do we know if he, hold on a minute. Sometimes they file those motions and they may get rejected because it's not filed in the right order. You might have what they call a lead document. Is there any way we can check that? Sometimes, hold on a minute. Jefferson Court 2 is back in session. Court is in session in clause number M332131. Case of Style of State of Texas versus Kendrick Arthur Williams. Mr. Williams, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Williams? Mr. Williams, you're represented here in your case by your attorney, Attorney Todd LeBlanc. Attorney LeBlanc, how are you doing?
Doing good, Judge.
Yes. Mr. LeBlanc, what is your announcement in Mr. Williams' case? This is on
Judge,
announcement.
it's still a trial. I think it was.
Reset it for trial,
Yes, Judge.
June 19th.
because it's gonna be reset to June 19th for trial. Mr. Williams, your attorney, will be given a copy of your reset here in court by our court coordinator. Once he receives your reset, he will give you a copy. Once you get a copy from him, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Please stand over in front of our coordinator. You're welcome.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Paget, are you ready?
I'm ready, Your Honor. I know, I have Mr. Robbins on Zoom.
Yes. This is cause number M332782, case of Style of State of Texas versus John Derek Robbins. Mr. Robbins, hearing via Zoom. Okay, the person that's on iPhone, just put your mic on mute. Person that has iPhone, just please put your mic on mute. Okay, I'll mute it for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't know if that's Mr. Bill or not. But I think it is. I've only seen him a few times.
Next case, this case is John Derek Robbins, cause number M332782. Mr. Robbins, you can take your mic off of mute. Mr. Robbins, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr.?
I'm good, Your Honor, and yourself.
Oh, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Robbins, you're represented in your case by your attorney James Paget. Attorney Paget, how are you doing?
Doing well, Your Honor. Good morning.
Morning. Mr. Paget, what is your announcement in Mr. Robbins' case?
We're ready, Your Honor.
State.
State Judge.
Okay, now, Mr. Paget, you and your client need to be here tomorrow at 1:30,
Yes, sure.
unless we hear otherwise from the court.
Understand the programming on. We'll.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Robbins, you need to be here in person at 1:30. Stay in contact with your attorney. At this time, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Will, let me see if we have a case, any other cases? Mr. Paget. On where?
On the 15th.
Was that the one? Hold on a minute.
Hey, good morning, Judge. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was talking to some of the lawyers in court about a case.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was talking to the lawyers in court about a case.
Okay, I just want to let you know I'm going to announce for Mr. Gilthorpe. I didn't realize I was supposed to do that when I was there earlier.
Okay, just hold on a minute.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cause number M332326, case of style of state of Texas versus Jose Carlos Nava. Mr. Nava, is that your full name? Now, Mr. Nava, how are you doing? You doing good? Mr. Nava, you're represented in your case by attorney Jerry Gilthorpe. However, Mr. Gilthorpe is not here, but standing in for Mr. Gilthorpe is Mr. Dustin Galmore. Does Mr. Galmore have your permission to stand in for Mr. Gilthorpe?
It doesn't speak, Judge. That's why I got Mr. Gilthorpe.
Okay,
We're trying
okay. Hold on a minute. You speak some English?
I don't think so.
You don't speak no English? Okay. Now,
Well,
Miss,
Judge, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I don't know that him understanding English will matter too much in this situation because the announcement is he's been accepted in the pretrial diversion, and that's supposed to
Okay.
be taken care of here in a couple of days, I believe.
okay, so I guess what we can do, you want us to just send him over to y'all office?
That's fine. Yes, and they can give him further instructions.
Okay, okay, let's, what's this case? It's been reset, he's in pretrial diversion. Hold on, let me ask you this, Mr. Galmore, do you know whether or not he has a sign-up date?
He does have a sign-up date, and I believe it is in this month, but I don't know the exact date.
If this month, they usually do it the first Thursday in the month, so it can't be, let me see.
Maybe it's the first Thursday of May.
Okay, let's do him, put him in the second week in May. May 17th. Yeah, it's gonna be reset to May 17th, and we're gonna send him over to your office.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, you have a blessed day.
You too.
Are you free to go? And we have Miss also.
Judge, if you want to know the truth, I'm still trying to get my hands around that. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm sitting here, it's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah,
I really am. If you want to know the truth.
yeah. Miss Perazzo?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. Now, Miss Perazzo, you represent Quint Anthony Navarre. Cause number
Yes.
M332897. Yeah, and there's a gentleman on the on Zoom. Is that Mr. Navarre?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how are you doing, Mr. Navarre?
Pretty good, sir.
Okay, that's good. Now, Mr. Navarre, you represented in this case by attorney Laura Perazzo. Ms. Perazzo, again, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. Thank you.
And Ms. Perazzo, what is your announcement in Mr. Navarre's case?
So, Your Honor, I held an attorney or appearance of attorney last week on this case.
Oh, she must. We might have lost.
She's announced for the Dallas attorney.
I know, but I think she's breaking up. Miss Perazzo, can you hear me? She's having some connection problems.
Court proceeding that he's in today as well.
Okay, now, Ms. Perazzo, you was breaking up. I just heard the last part of that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I would just like this case reset to one more announcement docket. I believe that Mr. Navarre is currently in another court proceeding, and I was just recently retained to fill in for Mr. TCAC, and I haven't had an opportunity to speak with the defendant or the state about working out a plea agreement. So if I could just have a reset for another announcement.
Okay, this case is going to be reset to June 12th of 2023. Mr. Navarre, stay in contact with your attorney. And your bondsman will be given notice of your reset date. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day. And Ms. Perazzo, reset will be sent. You're free to go as well, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge. You too. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in 3 cases. First case is cause number M327-406. Second case is cause number M327-404. And the third case is cause number M327-402. All 3 cases are filed of State of Texas versus James Sidney Johnson. Mr. Johnson, is that your full name? Is your full name James Sidney Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you doing, Mr. Johnson?
Just fine, good.
Okay, now, Mr. Johnson, I see here your cases have been reset several times. At one time, you had a court-appointed attorney, and then you had hired an attorney.
I didn't know I had a court-appointed.
No, I thought you had. Now you had an attorney, and that attorney, I think, was Alwyn Samuel, and he withdrew. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you informed the court that you wanted to hire another attorney. And I think you had been talking to Miss Stella Morrison. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And just recently we found out that Miss Morrison is no longer practicing law. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So have you hired your attorney?
No, sir. I had trouble having problems getting in touch with Mrs. Morrison, and she informed me that I to ask you for an appointed attorney.
Okay, well, you need to just have a seat, and our bailiff is going to give you a document to fill out. We're gonna give you 2 documents to fill out. Okay.
Okay.
So just have a seat.
Okay.
Okay. Jefferson County Court at law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in 3 cases. First case is cause number M329608. Second case is cause number M333010. The third case is cause number M332360. All 3 cases are styled the state of Texas versus Trevante Marquise Moten. You just pronounce it Moten? Moten. Mr. Moten, how are you doing? That's good. Mr. Moten, you're here with Attorney Marvin Lewis. Attorney Lewis, how are you doing?
Doing good this morning, Judge. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Lewis, as the docket sheet shows that you are the attorney of record in the first case, cause number M329608. However, it appears that he does not have an attorney of record in his next 2 cases, cause number M333010 and cause number M332360.
Yes, sir, Judge. And Judge, I am representing him on all of his cases. I think it was a situation where the cases came up were accepted at different times. That's kind of what happened. But I can't get an appearance counsel filed on the other 2 cause numbers.
Okay, so you're gonna follow that rep? Okay. Now, what is your announcement? So we just need to have these cases. I would imagine you, since you're being hired on the second and third case, you're gonna need discovery.
Yes, sir, Judge. And basically what it is we're on the trial docket actually next door today. And so these cases kind of come out of that situation, Judge. So we're getting close to a resolution next door, but we can get a short setting that'll give us time to get that worked out. And I think that'll help.
Okay. Give us a reset date. Is that enough time? Okay. Okay, Mr. Moten, your case will be reset to June 5th of 2023. Your attorney will be given notice of the reset. Once you get your resets, you'll be free to go. And you have a blessed day. Please stand on that. And you're free to go as well, Mr. Lewis. That sounds like, yeah. It's cause number M327164, case of style of state of Texas versus Donnie Ophi Citizen. Mr. Citizen, how are you doing? You doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Citizen, you're represented here by your attorney Langston Adams. Attorney Adams, how are you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Judge?
Mr. Adams, what is your announcement in Mr. Citizen's case?
Yes, here's the thing. In talking to my client, to my understanding, he got DWI in U.S. court. He did have a felony case that was dismissed, but he's also telling me that it's possible another DWI that he got that I don't know about. Is that right? Can you tell me that?
That was recently, I mean, did we?
The felony was dismissed.
Hold on a minute. Oh, well, I mean, it's apples and oranges though. I mean, it's not the same criminal episode. I mean, if that's the case, only thing he has to do to prolong his case is just keep on getting another case. And we just gonna keep on moving it on now. That ain't gonna, hey, this train gonna keep on rolling. Okay? So you need to make a decision on what you're gonna do on this case. So what's your announcement?
I mean, I really, to be totally honest with you, on this case, I'm not necessarily prepared to make
Oh,
it
it's-
on it today, because I was thinking about this other DWI.
Oh, well, I mean,
I kind of want to look at them both, but,
It don't show.
it don't
yeah,
show-
they don't have nothing
Can't
filed.
get received. I don't know.
Yeah,
One of these days we'll get all this worked out. See what we used to be able to
So
see.
you better see everything.
okay, so how much time you need? We need to get,
The regular one, and
Give us
if
some,
you just put a note on that, then I just gotta go to pick, file, take, please, one way or the other.
okay, it's reset to June 5th, 2023. Your attorney's gonna sign for your reset, or get your reset, you don't have to sign for it. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
And then I've got two more, Judge. What's today's date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, have him stand over there. Askira Jones, is Askira Jones here?
Yes, I sent Mrs. Sherry, apparently there's some kind of mix up, she set for pretrial diversion on 13th.
Who?
Kiara Jones, I got,
Oh, when?
let me pull up the email right now, Sherry Sterling.
Mrs. Jones, come forward.
Hold on one second, Judge, I'm just pull this email up for you. There we go. Askira Jones, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, yeah, I emailed Sherry Sterling this morning. Yeah, I want you, so you see what I'm talking about. That's the Sherry Sterling, telling her that we would be at the pretrial. You see why you know?
When is the date? Because I could just
Okay, to my understanding, the date that she gave us is the 13th for pretrial diversion.
Of this month?
No, that'd be this, today is the what?
Oh, that's this week.
That'd be this week. That'd be
Okay,
this Thursday.
okay, so we can,
That'd be Thursday. You know you need to be the Thursday.
okay, if they normally, what kind of case is this? Okay, normally they'll probably, they'll probably dismiss it Friday. So I can reset it a week. I mean, that normally we get
That's fine.
normally they dismiss it the next day. Okay,
I'm good with
just on this, we're gonna do a week reset, pre-trial diversion.
Don't, you gotta be there now.
Okay,
8 o'clock in the morning.
just stand over here. She's gonna give you your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. That, Mr. Citizen, that door is locked. You gotta go through the same door you came in. Cantavia Nobles, cause number M333762. And cause number M333318. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Shantavia Nobles. Ms. Nobles, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Ms. Nobles?
Fine.
That's good, Ms. Nobles. You're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Langston Adams. Attorney Adams, what is your announcement?
Judge, if you look at that docket, I just got this case about maybe like a month or so ago. So she needs to come to my office and look at her DVDs.
Okay, so we need to reset,
June 19th.
okay, it's gonna be reset to June 19th, 2023.
Next meeting.
And Mr. Adams is going to give you, gonna be given a copy of your reset. Once you get a copy of your reset from your attorney, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. Please stand behind that young lady.
That's it.
And that's it, Mr. Adams. Once you get your reset, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you. Y'all take it easy.
Okay.
And.
Cause number M333042. The case is Tyler, State of Texas versus Lene McKenna Trahan. Ms. Trahan, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Ms. Trahan?
I'm good, Your Honor.
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Ms. Trahan, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney John West. Attorney West, how are you doing?
Good, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. West, what is your announcement in Ms. Trahan's case?
We are 98%, got a plea worked out. We have a couple of small issues that once we get a break, me and Mr. Hopper are gonna talk and see if we can get it nailed down.
Today?
I'm trying to today, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll just
I'd
put
like
you, we'll just put you on hold.
to Hold us for right now. We'll see.
Okay,
see if we-
Ms. Trahan, you can have a seat. And Mr.